Good morning, Twin Flame, Twin Soul, Soulmates, Fated Connections. This is Brainy Twin Gemini for January 29th, 2020. First and foremost, I want to thank you all so much for the love, the likes, the subs, the sense of community on our channel. It really warms my heart, and I love you all so much. Also, too, thank you so much for all your emails, all your kind words. It really does warm my heart. This is a gift, and this gift is meant to be given back. And again, I just can't thank you enough from the bottom of my heart. As you know, I'm a messenger on this journey. I get signs and syncs every single day, and I believe these signs and syncs are messages that I need to deliver to you. So, again, thank you so much for all of your kind words. It really does mean the world to me. So, I'm going to get started here with the signs and syncs in the last 24 hours. And one thing I do want to say is these videos are always timeless, even though I say January 29, 2020. It just depends on where you are and how you evolve throughout the journey. So, this could resonate today, it could resonate tomorrow, a month from now, a year from now, whatever it may be. They're always timeless. This is just a journey. Everybody travels, differently at their own pace within this journey. So, again, they're timeless. Just want to put that out there. And so what I normally do is everything is, if you're new to my channel, is divinely guided by these two things here. My pen and my journal. I strictly flip the cards just out of entertainment, pictorial purposes. They always resonate with my journal. Ironically, it freaks me out a little bit how this works, but I mean, this stuff can't be cheated. And I normally go over the signs and syncs for the last 24 hours. And then I go over the energy for the last 24 to 48 hours. And then I just flip the cards again, strictly out of pictorial entertainment purposes. Everything always resonates with my journal. So I'm going to go over the number sequencing. The numbers I saw yesterday were 555, 1111, 111, 222. And I always see the doves, and I think the doves are a reminder to me that I'm a messenger on this journey, but more specifically, communication. Doves are all good things: harmony, peace, love, maternal. They're such good things, and I normally, see a flock of them when I come home from work. And again, yesterday I saw this hawk, and I was specifically saying to myself yesterday, no, I do not want to see signs. I just, because I don't look for them. And I'm driving on the highway, and there's this like itty bitty tree and this massive hawk, and I just seemed to look over as I was exiting the highway, and it was just sitting in the tree, perched in the tree. It was far too big for this tree. And I'm just like, I cannot believe I just saw this hawk. So I've been seeing them like crazy lately. And I don't think in my lifetime I've ever seen so many hawks. So hawks are all good things too. It's your heightened, psychic abilities, eternal life or eternal love, past life. Hawks mate for life. So many good things with a hawk. So I saw that yesterday for a reason. And I want to go over the energy. There has been a lot of confusion, a lot of doubt, a lot of restlessness, and a lot of sleeplessness in the last 24 to 48 hours. Again, just a messenger here. I get this energy. Sometimes I don't appreciate the energy, but it's just because I'm a guide and I'm a messenger, and I feel like I take on this energy because these are messages that I need to give to you. But confusion, doubt, restlessness, and sleeplessness. And again, if it resonates, great. If it doesn't, just pack it away. Not everything is going to resonate, but primarily that's what's been going on for the last 24 and to 48 hours. And dreams. There's been a lot of dreams again of your twin soul. And I specifically last night dreamt about my father, who has departed. He's departed, and he was in my dream last night. And my mother and my father are guides to me on this journey, and my father is the wisdom and the knowledge and supports. And to me, my father being in that dream last night was to solidify or clarify that this is indeed the journey. One thing I want to say is, again, I'm guided. And the reason for me to start this channel and embark on this channel is I was being pushed, nudged, kicked. Because my mission is to debunk the dishonesty out there. there's a lot of people out there monetizing and monopolizing off of people's vulnerability on this journey. And my job is to debunk the dishonesty. I've been pushed to do this. It's not like something I would ever do in my life, but there's a reason for me, doing this. I do it when I'm meant to do it. The videos, I get pushed. Yesterday it was like, no, you're not doing it. Today it's like, you are doing it today. So that's kind of my mission here, is to debunk the dishonesty, because people are absolutely monetizing off the vulnerability of people on this journey. So I'm going to get started here. And I always say, trust your gut, you know, trust your intuition. If you're truly on this journey, your intuition is amplified. Many of you are awakening to this. I want to clarify the awakening. When you meet your twin, they come in to wake you up to spiritually evolve. You may not be awakened to the actual twin soul journey, but you are awakening within, and you're spiritually evolving. Sometimes it doesn't come to you until well into the journey, that there's something more profound with this person than you've ever thought. And it's a love that you can't even articulate it into words half the time, because it's so raw, vulnerable, pure, and natural. So again, just you come into each other's life to wake each other up, wake that that soul up, and to spiritually evolve. And then as you endeavor the journey, you kind of stumble across the twin soul journey, if this is truly your journey. So I'm going to call out to my guardian angels. I do 4 cards, 4 being my birth number. And I do kind of what's in the DM's headspace. As of now, we live in the now. We don't live in the past. We don't live in the future. What if the DM could say anything to the DF as of now, and what is the overall present outcome as of now? And just to let you know, I no longer do readings. There's not enough time in the day. My time is sacred to me. I have a few left in the queue, and then that is it for me. I do this for my heart. I do not do it for money. And the only reason I did charge money was to prioritize, not to monetize, if that makes any sense, because I get thousands of emails. And again, when I go live on March 9th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, again, there will be super chat, and that is to prioritize, not to monetize. I do this from my heart, and I'm not looking to make money. I'm just looking to guide you on this journey. So now all the housekeeping is done. I can't believe it. Unreal. And again, thank you so much for the love. I love you all so much. One song by Kansas, Carry On the Wayward Son, and the DMs are communicating through music today. And I'll let it see if the cards come out. If not, I'll embellish. I always embellish them if things don't come out of my journal. Absolutely resonates. Mask. Okay, the Divine Masculine has been wearing a mask. It does not at all reside around deceit. It resides around protection. When you embarked on this journey, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, strictly energy, it's energy. But when the Divine Masculines embarked this journey, there was a mask, and primarily out of protection for the Divine Feminine. There was things in their life that they weren't proud of, and they were doing it completely out of protection for the Divine Feminine. And that mask is coming off, and that truth is coming. And again, this is when you embark on this journey, when you're together, you're like in this world where nobody can interfere. It's like it's a celestial place. It's your safe place, and you're vulnerable, you're natural, you just flow together naturally, and you don't want disruption in this in the sacred journey. And many of you wear masks because you're afraid, if the truth is going to be told, that you may just you might start running and scream for the hills. It's strictly out of protection. So, many of the Divine Masculines do wear a mask. There's things that they've done in their life that they haven't been proud of. They haven't let you in, but they're going to come and tell you everything. I love it so much. Absolutely put it in my journal. Um, Denial. There's two waves here. And again, there's divine masculines that have completely ascended, and there's divine masculines that are going through the awakening process right now. And when you're going through the awakening process, it opens you up to the vulnerability of this journey, the vulnerability of this love. And naturally, the first mechanism is to deny, suppress, push down. This isn't real. There's no way I can absolutely be feeling this way towards somebody this quickly. Denial is part of the journey. It is absolutely part of the journey. And also, too, as I said earlier, doubt. Doubt and denial kind of go hand in hand. Doubt and confusion is part of the journey. And I think, you get to a place where you have faith and you believe, and then you get to a place where you have doubt and confusion again. It's the evolution of the journey. And you have to persevere throughout the journey, and you have to be strong because these things are thrown at you. And it is a test of your faith in the journey and truly to believe. And some people just pack it in and just say, you know what, I'm done. I can't do this. But a lot of it has to do with you being tested throughout the journey. It's not an easy journey. It's not a Cinderella story. It's a roller coaster ride of emotions. This is trending out there, the twin soul, twin flame. Believe me, if I had a choice, I would have ran the other way. You are, there's a lot of things required for you on this journey. And, it's evolving, getting to a higher sense of yourself, raising the frequency of the world, and you have a mission. So, again, denial, doubt, confusion, all resonates. Exactly what I just said. There was restlessness, sleeplessness in the last several nights. You haven't been sleeping. It primarily stems around the confusion and the doubt. You're just questioning all of this. It's sometimes, it questions one's sanity. Are you hearing voices? Is this real? So you just kind of have these restless nights and sleepless nights. But right now, the divine masculine is like, is saying to you, divine feminine, get some rest, nourish you. One of my sayings is you have to nourish the temple that houses your soul. And when you rest, you rejuvenate your muscles, your joints, your bones, everything, your mind, so get some rest. It's really, really important, but they are getting the rest as well. They, it, rest and restlessness, it kind of, goes hand in hand, but you need to rest. And the divine masculines are resting. Primarily, a lot of them are resting too because of the awakening. The awakening is very, very exhausting, and you don't always know what's going on, and you have the sense of exhaustion. But when you go through the awakening process, it is extremely important to listen to your body. And if your body says you need to rest, then rest. But many of the divine masculines are resting right now because they're going through the awakening. And this is kind of a message to you, divine feminines, as well. This stuff comes to me the way it's meant to come to me. Get some rest, please. Love it so much. I love this card so much. Miracle. Think of the word miracle. It's such a beautiful word. Miracle, the divine masculine thinks that the divine feminine is like a miracle that came into their life. You came into a point in their life where they were, just not at a great moment in their life, and that's primarily what the twins do. They come into each other's lives to awaken, show them what love looks like, open that heart up, open that heart chakra up, and just, get you to a place of showing you what true love looks like. Because much of your life, you think you've loved, but when your twin comes in, they show you what true love looks like and how profound and vulnerable and natural and beautiful it is. It is a miracle, because many of you, not all, have a closed heart, and you have a little bit open for what you need to open it up to. But when you meet your twin, your heart is wide open. And, one thing I always say is think with your heart more and less with your head. Because if you think with your heart and less with your head, the world would be a much better place. And if you think with your heart more and follow your heart, you will be flourished with abundance. It's just, because you have that abundance within. Because you're following your heart and not your head. and you have that abundance within yourself. I love it. I love it so much. Beautiful. Always beautiful. And again, if things don't come out, I'll tell you. But so far, so good. And I'm going to call out to my guardian. Oh, I just need to shuffle these. I'm going to call out to my guardian angels for 4 cards. 3 cards, please. Is that 3? Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Okay. Again, can't be cheated. This stuff just never ceases to amaze me. Divine masculine, divine feminine. The divine masculine wants to tell you that they know they're the divine masculine. They want you to know that you're the divine masculine, and this is your divine masculine. Can't get any clearer than this. The divine feminine card came out on Monday. Now the divine masculine card is coming out. Again, this is your confirmation for those of you who are on the journey. You know if you're on this journey or not. Nobody can tell you if you're on this journey. That comes within. Your intuition, it comes within. You evolve. You go through these crazy events through this journey. Your heart chakra's opening up. Weird things happen. And, they're not even describable in words half the time, Words don't even do this journey justice half the time. Rebirth. 2 things here. You're both going through a rebirth within yourself, a rebirth within the connection. When you come into each other, you are rebirthing your soul. Your soul is reviving. You're getting to a place of, unconditional love, self-worth, self-love, unconditional forgiveness. You're rebirthing the person within. You're rebirthing your soul. It's absolutely beautiful, and I love it so much. And, as a result of the rebirth within each other, things just evolve naturally throughout the journey. But you are rebirthing. And there is a rebirth and a resurrection in this journey. And I love it. I love it so much. That's kind of what the dove and the hawk represent as well. I love it, and I love it so much. Still, this came out on Monday. There's still a lot of sexual energy between many of the twins out there. And again, your intimacy. You think about that. The passion. There was a lot of passion if you were intimate on this journey, and it was just naturally, and it flowed together. It was beautiful, and magical. There, and if you truly are on this journey, the intimacy, again, is not describable in words. You just flow to each other naturally. And it's vulnerable, and you have 0 inhibitions, and you're just completely raw and vulnerable. It is the best love 2 people can share. But there is absolutely sexual energy still going on for many of you. Again, what resonates, resonates. What doesn't, doesn't. But many of you still have this. Past life. I cannot believe this is happening right now. This card freaks me right out. I talked about past life with the hawk. For many of you, not all, again, this is absolutely past life connection. You have spent, centuries, hundreds of years together, and you are eternal love. And this is truly a bond that cannot be broken. It is a past life connection. And for many of you, you know what I'm talking about if you're on this journey. When you meet your twin soul, you have instant soul recognition because you have a past life connection. But you can't quite put your finger on it. And, as you awaken and as you evolve, things start to come to you. The answers to the questions come to you when they're meant to come to you. And then you have this sense of familiarity, this sense of deja vu. It's like, I think I've met this person before. I think I know this person. And it's like, oh, we've crossed paths. And, it all comes to you when it's meant to come to you. But many of you, this is a past life connection, and I love it. I love it so much. Eternal love. Past life. Ultimate, ultimate, ultimate. So now I'm going to do what is the overall energy as of now for this collective group. Again, not all will resonate, and it all depends on where you are in the journey. I'm here to guide you on the journey, help get you there. But you're the only person that can get yourself there. I'm going to call out to my angels for 4 cards, please. 1, 2, no, there's 5, sorry. 4 cards, please. Oh yeah, no, I'll wait to see if the cards come out. I always want to say what's in my journal. Three cards, please. 2 cards, please. Oh, too many. Sorry. Stubborn today. 2 cards, please, guardian angels. Sorry, folks. Thank you. No way. The card just came out. Okay. Unreal. I cannot. This stuff never ceases to amaze me. Okay. So I have one-sided here. I feel like with the confusion and the doubt that's been going on in the last several days, you know, both energies, divine masculine, divine feminine, depends on where you are in the journey. You feel like this is a one-sided. You're the only one that understands. You're the only one that feels, the intensity of the connection, and you feel that it's one-sided and it's not reciprocated, primarily because you're not communicating and you're in complete separation. I generally, do videos or, give coaching or whatever it may be for twins that are in complete separation with zero communication. So it's very hard. It's not an easy journey, but sometimes you just feel that it's one-sided and the feelings aren't reciprocated. If you're truly on this journey, you will have telepathic communication. You'll connect in the 5D. You'll have these weird, I can't even articulate it into words, these weird things with your heart, the fluttering in your heart. I think that sometimes you are both are in the 5th dimension at the same time, and your hearts are beating to the same drums, so to speak, and you just have this weird feeling within. I can't articulate it, but there's that one-sided right now, that feeling. Surrendering. This woman here has her arms wide open, basically surrendering it to the divine. Again, this is overall for both twins. Just surrender, let it go. What will be, will be. Once you evolve in the journey, you get to a higher sense of yourself. You have that complete wholeness within. You have a love for yourself you never had. You have unconditional love. Once you surrender it over, you just have this harmony, this bliss, this peace within. Truly letting go is letting go. Loving in your heart is one thing, and loving unconditionally is, one thing. But holding on to the obsession of being together, physically being together, it's not healthy. And the more you hold on to that obsession, the further you are away from it. Just let it go. Live your life. Be free. Do what's good for you, and be the best version of yourself. And once you move away from it and just be who you're meant to be, things will evolve. The problem is people can't move away from it. They focus on, I'm not with him and I've done all the work. Or I'm not with her and I've done all the work. You're still focusing on it. Live your life. Do the things that are important to you, that are meaningful to you. Whatever it may be. Just do what's good for you and just surrender. And just know that if it's meant to be, it will be. I said this. I don't know why I said this with the doves. Communication. Communication is coming. For many of you, just go to the channel, read for yourself. Every single day there's traction. Every single day I get emails of communication coming in. It comes in varying different forms. For me, I'm a messenger here, but I get the signs and the things. That's communication as well. That's your confirmation that this is your journey. So many things. But for many of you, communication is coming. And it just warms my heart, and I love it so much. It's so beautiful. This card absolutely freaks me out, freaks me out, freaks me out. Because I was going to say if it didn't come, I would embellish because I wrote it down in my journal today, specifically today. A lot of you twins that are on this journey are extremely creative. I'm going to say both the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Specifically, the divine masculine, they're musically, they're geniuses, and they're artistic, they're, photographers, they're, influencers, they're very, very, very creative. I'm just going to read what I wrote just to give you right here. You are extremely creative, artistically, and a musical genius. So, I can't cheat this shit even if I try. But yeah, and divine feminine, same thing. You're just creative beings, and you came into each other, and you not only did you awaken each other spiritually, but you awakened each other creativity or whatever the word may be. You opened up that creative side within each other, and I love it. I love it so much. I cannot believe that card came out. It's crazy. So now I'm going to do different messages of what the DM wants to say to the DF, and if the things don't come out, everything's come out so far. The mask, the truth, everything. So I'm going to call out to my guardian angels for 4 cards, please. I cannot. Unreal. Fell on the floor. Sorry, I have to grab this card. I don't know where. Sorry, folks. And 1 card, please. Okay, I love it. Sorry, did I move this chair? If I move the camera, I'm terribly sorry. Alright, so, exactly what I said. I'm awake and confused about all of this. It's, it is a confusing journey, and I think that's one of the most difficult elements of the journey is the confusion. It is what it is. You just have to go with the flow, and you just have to keep the faith and believe, and trust you, and never lose the faith, and always believe in the journey. The confusion comes in as a trick. I think it's a trickster in the journey, and you just have to have faith and believe in what's in your heart. Nobody can take away what's in your heart. This confusion comes in as a trickster in this journey. Exactly. These 2 cards go together. I'm trying not to lose a faith. Confusion. You lose faith in the journey, in the love, in everything. But as I said, trust your heart. Your heart will never steer you in the wrong direction. And always just believe in what your heart is telling you. Divine Masculine wants to see you. You both want to see each other. It's natural. I mean, this love that you share is like the purest, rawest form of love 2 people can share. You want to see each other, but you're meant to do the work. You're meant to go off. You're meant to be separated. You're meant to do the things that are meant to be done. Primarily to clear the karmic cycles, get rid of what's not serving you. And for many of you, it's family and friends, I'm sorry to say. They're the interference. They're the ones that, aren't allowing you to move forward in your life. They're always pulling you back, so you really have to look at your surroundings holistically, and you have to see what's serving you and what's not. Again, you have to, do what's right for you. And if people are always pulling you back and pulling you down, you really, really do have to evaluate your surroundings. And lastly, you mean the world to me. I love this. I love this so much. You mean the world to divine masculine, vice versa. This card flipped over, and and this was one of the things I wanted to say. This one was here. I'm a marry your ass. I have it written in my journal. I feel it flipped over this way for a reason. Absolutely. This divine masculine wants to marry his, her, whatever energy, just strictly energy, his divine feminine. He loves her so much. And this divine feminine is the one woman he wants to marry. I love it. I love it so much. My heart is oodling with love right now. Okay, so you're doing the work. You're doing great. Oh no, sorry. These guys. I'm just so full. I don't know. So I'm going to do animal spirit. These cards are hard to work with. So if one flips this way, I'll take it. If one flips out, I'll take it. Divine feminine's always first. And I'm going to call out to my guardian angels. For animal spirit, please. 2. Ironically, now the divine feminine gets the pig. Oh, it's so funny. Okay. I think this pig is wearing a skirt or something. I'm going to call out for divine masculine animal spirit, please. Oh, I cannot believe this. It just freaks me out, this stuff. Okay. So, pig spirit, it says, use your mind wisely. Pigs are very smart, very, very intelligent, believe it or not. I know my sister has a pig farm, and I've seen them. They're very, very, very smart. Okay, so it says here, pig spirit appears to remind you of the right use of intelligence, a gift we all have that is meant to be used with love, compassion, and discernment. Intelligent means recognizing the value of intuition, partnered with smarts and common sense, which leads to intelligent solutions. When pig spirit appears, you are called to respect your analytical mind and use it for the highest good, recognizing that all fears must be considered, even when they do not fit what you know already. Spirit blesses you with a wisdom when we allow pig spirit to nudge us into open-minded, thoughtful dialogues, whether with others or internally as we mull over our ideas, what we have come to understand. You are intelligent and capable of clear-minded thinking, shaped by the wisdom you have accumulated and the intuition that will tell you when you have more listening to do, because not all the facts are in. Now is a time that your decision-making powers are reliable for you and are in alignment with pig spirit. It's keen, intelligent. I love it so much. What I resonate with this is, it says here it's meant to be used with love and compassion and discernment. So, as I was saying earlier, sometimes we have to think with our hearts and with the love that we have in our hearts. So I love it. I love it so much. And 4 and 7 is 11. So I have this canary spirit, number 12, sing your own song. I was just saying that many of these divine masculines, feminines, I'll just read it again. It says, are extremely creative, artistic, or their music, what's it say here? Musical geniuses. Singing your own song, that just resonates with what, with the creative song and everything, but I'm sure there's a different meaning to it. And again, it's number 12. Canary spirit arrives to help you find your authentic voice and express what is in your heart. Free yourself to experience your inner light and let it shine. As Canary Spirit sings to remind you of inherent joy and to support you to sing your own song. Now is the time to let the world know who you really are. Canary Spirit message is that you are free to be yourself and express your most cherished desires. The world wants you to hear your song. If your inquiry is about a relationship, you're being called to fully be yourself, for only then you will find harmony and joy. You can make music with others so beautifully when your note rings true. And what I will say here is, where are we now? Exactly what I've been saying throughout this whole video. Express what's in your heart. You know, if you do with what's in your heart, you will be flourished with the abundance. And sometimes we think with our head, and we don't think with our heart. And if we thought with our heart, the world would be a much better place. Love it so much. Okay, so now I'm gonna do these beautiful messages for you to take with you today. I'll call out to my guardian angels for one card, please. Two came out. Front of the card. Back of the card. My love is like an ocean, forever longing for your shore. You are an eternal ocean of love. I close my eyes and my heart is filled with rose quartz light. I love it. I love it so much. Past life, eternal love, everything I've been saying. And again, I want to thank you all so much for the love, the likes, the subs. If this resonates, thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, kindly sub. And again, thank you so much for all the love. Have a great day, folks.